on this side, and this is a new series, and in this series I'm going to talk about Java, and I'm going to give some Java tutorials about its basic things, the ideas which is necessary for doing Java programs, and some of the things that comes with Java. So in today's video I'm going to tell you different kinds of variables which can be declared in Java, and how to declare them and how to give any value to it. So for this tutorial I'm going to use BlueJ. So let's open BlueJ. So I've previously made a project, it's named tutorial, and under it I've made a class. To make any class, just right click or press this new class button, and then this dialog box will open. The class option will be selected, just give the name, and a class like this will be created. Now if I enter here, you can see that I have previously wrote something here. So this above thing, it's telling public class variable. So this basically is the name of the class I've declared. It's variable, it is variable, and thus it tells public class variables. After that, it is a function, and it is called the main function. Any Java program has this thing by default. So when we run the program, we run the code through this function. Okay, if we run the program here, right click, it says void main. If I click it, then the everything inside the void main thing will be compiled, and the output will be shown in the terminal window. So below that you can see I have wrote byte, short, int and long, and some values beside it. So what are these things? So in our day-to-day life, every type of text we come across mainly consists some alphabets or some numericals, and these two categories, among which the numericals can be more deeply classified into integers and real numbers. Now just like that, in computer, in Java programming, we also have different kinds of variables which can hold integers or real numbers or alphabets or everything like a text. So for integer type variables, there are 4 variables, or this each byte, short, int and long, and there will be 3 more. So these things are called data types. Now these data types are specialized in storing some amount of data. First, starting with byte, it can store small values, and its maximum value is 127 in the positive line, and in negative line its maximum value is minus 128. Okay, after that comes the short data type. This short data type is a bit larger than the byte, and it can store 5-digit numbers up to 32,767, and in the negative line it can store minus 32,768. So you have noticed that in the negative line the last number gets increased by 1. That is it, and thus I am not writing all this. After the short data type, there comes the int or integer data type. Now the integer data type is again bigger than the short, larger than the short, and it can store 10-digit numbers up to this, I'm not telling it, up to this, and in the negative line just increase the last digit by 1. That's it. And lastly, this long data type can store this value in the positive line and again minus this value in the negative line. This is a very big value, no doubt. Now you may have noticed that in the long data type I have written an L after the number. So this L is necessary to understand, to make the computer understand that I am declaring a long data type. The number is not an integer but it's a long. To make the computer understand this, we write this L after the number. Now these are all the integer variables which we can declare in Java. After that, there are two real number variables which we can declare in Java. The first one is float. Let's name it F, and it can store any decimal point number. It is small number but still it can hold a quite large things. Like if I give 45 or 458.1789 for, and when declaring float data types we have to write the F after the number just like long, to make the computer understand that we are declaring a float data type. And the last real number variable is double. And a double type data can hold larger decimal values than float. Like if we give 33 and then something big, point against something big, and at last if we write the D, this will again signify that we are declaring a double data type. So this 6 were all the numerical variables which we can declare in Java. Now there are two alphabetical variables which we can again declare in Java. First one is char, name it C, and to declare any character type data or character data type, we use the single quotation. It's double, the single quotation, and after the single quotation we can write any alphabet or number. The numbers are also treated as an alphabet in character type data. So let's give K and just close it, and it is taken as a character. It says no syntax error, it's okay. So but it cannot take two characters. Like if I write KB, then it says unclosed character literal, means something is wrong with it, so we cannot. But to store two or more, or a word or a sentence, small sentence, then we can use the string type data. Then name it S, and notice that in all these 7 data types, all the alphabets are small, but in string the S is capital, and also the string letter, the string word is not red, whereas others are red. This is because the string is a non-primitive data type, whereas the character and all the above variables or data types are primitive data types. Now what is non-primitive and primitive data types, I will describe it in later videos. And now to describe a string variable, we use the double quote and then we write anything, anything we can write, and it will be taken as a string. It says no comma, syntax error. Like this we can write anything here and it will be taken. So this was all the variables which we can declare in Java. Among these are the primitive and this is non-primitive. So this is all about Java variables, and I hope you like this video, and if you did so, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel for more this type of videos. And with that said, thanks for watching.